I have a motion for approval?
All motion for approval of the minutes?
All right, I'll second the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. Okay. Next up, report clerk treasurer.
Okay, checks were written in the amount of $60,590.90. And we took in $1,605.04.
Okay.
And that's all I have.
That's all you
Unless
have.
you have anything to ask.
I don't have any questions. Do you have any questions, Rick?
No.
Okay. All right, next up is, on the agenda is Projects Committee. And our, Terry isn't here today, but the only thing I do have to say about projects is this Thursday is our soup supper. It is here in the community center from 5:30 to 7. And lots of soup, about 10 different kinds of soup. It's just a donation. And the money we raise is used for the Mount Ayr Projects Committee Scholarship. So spread the word and come and eat soup. It's always very good. And let's see, also for Projects Committee, we will be having a meeting in the next month or so to start working on the car show. And we definitely are looking for volunteers or ideas, anything, we're interested. So watch the town's Facebook posting. There'll be a poster in the post office. There'll be hung up a notice for when the meeting is scheduled. And we'll also put it on the town sign. So, yeah, so keep that, but probably in the next month or so, we'll have a meeting to start working on that car show. And that is it for projects. All right, new business. All right, Rick, I think you're up first, uninhabitable houses.
Well, I probably have questions for the attorney on the uninhabited houses, but we've had complaints about a couple of different properties, and I think that we need to start pursuing what to do with the properties. So I think we need to speak with the attorney and see what our next option is to get something done. I don't want to put people out or force people to go out of their way to do something, but something needs done with the houses, so.
Okay, so we can bring that up maybe with Rebecca when she gets here and see.
If she has some ideas on how to move forward. Yeah.
Okay. All right, next on the agenda is mowing and landscaping. That's you too, Rick.
Okay, so I've done a little research on the mowing, and I had gotten this estimate from Deno's Landscaping,
I remember, yeah.
which we had last meeting. I also looked into what we paid employees to do that same work, and it's a little hard to say. I mean, I know how much we paid one of the employees. Roughly last year, we paid him about $12,000 to do the majority of the mowing, but I couldn't pull out what we paid the other employee to maintain the property around this building.
Okay.
So, and then I did not look into maintenance fees on tractors, mowers, whatever, but
Yeah.
obviously that cost us something too.
Correct.
So, Deno Landscaping's estimate is for $14,800 for the entire season. And I would say we're paying the employees about the same amount,
Yeah, I would say it's close.
so.
especially with the maintenance and stuff. Yeah.
It's probably pretty comparable pricing. So, in my opinion, I would like to try Deno Landscaping for at least a season and see where we stand next year again.
Yeah, see how happy we are with them, and I think that's a fair idea, I'm okay with that. Do you wanna make a motion?
I would make a motion to hire Deno Landscaping for the 2026 season for $14,800.
Okay, well, you have a motion, I'll second that motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, that motion carried, all right. Next up, school bus town route. I guess I'll take this, because as you can see, Howard is not here tonight. After discussion between the board and some calls and things, I think we just, as far as we're concerned, we're gonna leave the school bus route the way it is. Let them pick up at their, it's not that far to walk for anybody in town. And if we, you know, how many times are we gonna ask a school bus to stop? School buses don't really like to make multiple stops when they are scheduled for one. So, I think, at least for me, my feeling is to just leave it as is. Do you have any comment there?
My thinking is there's only one shelter. We might as well have the kids at the shelter for the bus stop. Like you say, it's not that far to walk. And I don't, are we gonna have them stand outside somewhere else?
Yeah.
So I say we leave it alone.
Okay, all right.
Can I say something about that?
Sure.
It's not that they would be standing outside, because what I had suggested to Howard was the alley down here by these three girls. All they would have to do is walk from their house to the alley. That's
I
where I
understand.
stop.
I understand your point, but
The
I
second
think,
stop is right down here at the corner.
I think we're just gonna leave it right where it is. And honestly, and I couldn't confirm this, but I believe that when they put in the bus stop, they put it in there because they wanted the buses coming and going from town on roads that were like the roads that used to be to come and go for the elevator. They're paved differently, the roads were put in differently, they handle the heavy equipment. But I could not confirm that. So, like I said,
You're
town
right.
is, we are
You're
just
right.
gonna leave this as is. Okay, next up on the agenda is work on the mural wall. Now, I know what this is. Do you know what this
I
is?
do not know
Okay.
what this is.
And this was really put on by Howard, but, we need to, get that top wall, the top edge, that needs to be addressed. We need to start looking at covering that up properly so that it's not dangerous, you know, kids climbing on it dangerous and stuff. And if we put, almost like a house roof type, you know, on it, it keeps the water from running down the murals too and taking, you know, being hard on the murals. So I think, you know, and I mean, that's already been voted on eons ago to do that, but I think we need to start looking into getting that done. So what that's gonna take.
I thought it was always gonna be a building that was gonna hang over.
Well, the building was gonna hang over, but we were still going to, the top was going to be addressed somehow so that it wasn't dangerous. But I think we're gonna see about just, I don't think this board we haven't really talked much about the building per se for a while, and we wanna get that address that part of it at least, because summer's gonna be here before we know it, and You know how it is. I mean, it all started because we had kids climbing on it, and what one kid will do, another kid will maybe do. So I think we're gonna, and it will protect the murals. We wanna protect those murals too. So we're gonna start looking into that, doing some research on that. And we're still waiting for Rebecca.
It's big.
Let's see. Let's see if we get any update from Rebecca here about where she said she was running a little late, and, I suppose while we could go down to public comment, I see Rich is signed up to speak.
You didn't bring up about the park.
Yeah, the
restrooms?
park and stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right, that's on hold. That's on hold because Howard was going to speak about that, and he's not here. So we're holding that to the next.
That's one of the things I want to comment on.
Okay, so go ahead.
Have you, I mean, restrooms are fine, but have you thought of the future? I mean, who's gonna take and clean that bathroom? Who's gonna maintain it? As it is right now, I don't think you have a janitor that's trustworthy enough to clean this building. Am I
Well,
right or wrong?
That's a good point. That is a
Okay.
good point.
So with that being said, I don't know who's gonna clean it. Is Howard gonna clean it? Are you gonna clean it? I'm not.
Well, I'm sure it'll be addressed.
And then
As of
another
right
thing you
now,
have to
I
think-
have
another thing
no
you have to
option
think
for
about
that.
Is a septic system.
Right.
Where they're gonna go. If you probably don't remember, but when the town obtained the park from the school grounds, there were lateral drain lines that run north and south, I believe.
Yes, after the, building burned
It was
down.
cleaned up.
They run, yeah,
Eugene
north and
Miller
south.
came in and did that.
Yeah,
Well, is that gonna interfere with the septic system, leach bed, that
I
kind of thing?
believe that the area where it's being considered has been checked for perk. I think it's very similar, very close to the area where the porta potties are sitting, in that general area.
They
I
do
don't-
have enough room, there is enough room to put in its own septic system, leach bed, and that kind of
It's
thing.
been, yep, it's already been checked and perked, yep.
Has that, I mean, I don't know, that, to me, that's one of the big concerns I would have.
Yeah. Well, I'm
You
glad
had-
you're
it was
voicing
perked?
that. Pardon me?
The ground was perked?
Yes, yep, it was checked and it perks, yep.
I never got
That's what I was told. I'll say
Okay, well, I
that.
think somebody ought to find out for sure.
Oh, we
before you
could,
proceed with
absolutely.
anything
I
like
mean, that would all be part of the project.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
mean, you
I'm
can't,
just throwing this out because I know there's been times when a couple of you have just went out and did things and not thought it through.
well, I'm glad, thank you for your opinion. Thank you.
And also with the concession stand, I'm in favor of it, but let's stop and think about it. If that building, say it cost you $40,000 to put up a concession stand. You're gonna use it 1, 2, maybe 3 times out of the year? It don't seem feasible.
Well, thank you for your thoughts.
It's
I-
gonna be,
Like I said, Howard is speaking to this, so that's why it was really tabled.
for what it's
He
worth,
is-
as a citizen of the town, I think it ought to be thought through a little bit more before you jump into it.
Thank you.
Can I say something? I'm not on the paper either, sorry. I didn't know.
I'll let it go this time because we're waiting for the attorney.
I'm just saying, I didn't know I was gonna have this, but he was talking about, cleaning the building and stuff. I mean, do we have somebody that's cleaning the building down there at the weekend? I mean, I'm just
Yeah, it's the
asking.
same girl, and she was very good, but lately we're having problems with her.
And then the maintenance of the mowing and stuff around down there, does the person know that they
Yeah.
have to do that
He,
too?
he knows it's all,
That was
all the
for
town
everywhere
property.
14?
Yeah, all the town property.
Okay.
I think that's a no-brainer.
In, around the outskirts of the property, the town too, so that's pretty cheap. The-
Yeah. it'll be
I got a
$10.
different estimate too, that was about double that,
Oh, really?
yeah.
No,
It was about, he had two estimates, but one was like double that
oh, for what was that?
for the mowing.
Oh, you know, I guess I'm not done yet.
Well,
You did say that was one thing you was in.
okay, all right, go ahead, because I'm gonna give Rebecca 5 more minutes and then we're adjourning.
Well, I know you, the paving of the parking lot out back, that's fine. But before you do it, I think it ought to be checked into, I think it ought to be tiled before you cover it up with or asphalt.
Well,
I mean, the
that was,
grade is fine, but I'll tell you what, if you stand out here in the corner and you look off to the north, everything is gonna run that way. So everybody on the north side of the street is gonna be drowned with the water that comes off of this asphalt. Look, I mean, it don't take a rocket scientist to stand here and look at the grade and see how the ground falls. It goes that way.
I think that was
it
all
ought to be
addressed
looked into
and,
before it's paved.
well, then we can ask about that. That's good, okay. I can, thank you for your opinion.
Just don't rush into things.
I'm thinking we're adjourning. I don't know what happened to Rebecca. Oh, I do have a message. Let me see. Just, yeah, nothing. So, I think we're gonna adjourn. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
Okay, I'll second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everybody.